Well, good news first. I haven't been mauled to death during the night. Bad news is it's still raining, and I've been peeking through these windows for, I don't know, for a while now, and I still can't see that thing that was chasing after me. So, yeah. Don't know what to say. I doubt that it left. How do we put this? It doesn't seem like the type, yes? I can hear fighting in the distance. It's not in the distance anymore. Oh god. Okay. This is a ways away. I'm gonna need this rifle, I think. Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. Hello? Caravan guard. Alright. I got him! I got him for you! Yes, I did! Yes, I did! Okay. Okay, would you mind showing me where the caravan is? The caravan's down the road. Alright. Whew. Up here, I'm assuming, right? Oh, it's conveniently an arrow pointing to where I need to go, and I just realized I can't carry anything. Oh, dear lord. Right, metal bucket. Definitely don't need to be carrying that. Regular bucket. Probably don't need to be carrying that either. Alright, let's get rid of some of those buckets, and then it just occurred to me. Wait, 280 rounds, military grade circuit board. That's pretty good. Let's go up the ladder, I suppose. I was gonna say upstairs. Not much in the way of stairs here, alright. Alright. Desk fan. Shotgun, 9mm rounds. 32 Stimpack, another automatic crude gun. And Jangles the Moon Monkey. Except it's not Jangles, it's is it Bojo the Mars Monkey? It was Bojo, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, there's another one here. Let's see. Peaky Cap. Oh, okay. 9mm, 32 rounds. Oh, alright. Can take the short way down. And I think I can head on over into the Imperial War Museum. hopefully, although I don't really know how to get to it. Chemden. Okay. No, we're not getting distracted. No, we're not. We're not getting distracted. I was just about to head in there, but no. No, we are not getting distracted. Imperial War Museum. That's where we're going. Okay, so it looks to me as though this whole row of houses is destroyed, and then I'm going to need to find a way around. Approach from the backside of it, in a manner of speaking. The Tabard Pub. We're not getting distracted. We're not getting distracted. I already said it. And this time I mean it. Mostly. I mostly mean it. See if I can just pick up the ammo inside the wheelie bins. There's a man's spine inside this one. That's just a tad concerning, I would say. God, the wind is... Whew. Right, caravan. Hello, caravan guard and Dr. Bunting. I need some medical assistance. Can you cure my addiction for 150 tickets? Actually, never mind. Do you have any medical supplies?
Here's what I've got.
You do. Okay, you have just medical supplies. Stimpack spring water. Sober. Cures all addictions. 429. No, thank you. And a bunch of shipments of various things. Okay, I already looked through all of this stuff. There's not much I can offer you. Here's the thing. I need medical assistance. Can you cure my addiction? Yeah, I got a bit of a problem. I need to get that sorted.
Take care.
Whew. Alright. Well, that was quick. Now, onwards to the War Museum, which should be around here somewhere, and the Tommy barricades, as well as the Ministry of Defense logos.
Greetings, civilian.
Greetings. Should be an indication that this is indeed
Can I help you?
where I'm going. Captain Reed, hello. Oh, just snooping around, basically. I've heard that this is the road to the Imperial War Museum, and I have some business there. Yes, I do. And here it is. The Imperial War Museum.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Complete with World War I style trenches as well, tank traps. Fortified to hell, and only one way in, that's through the gate there. Alright, I appreciate that. Hello. Hello. Is that this a battery of some description? Seems to be lacking a loading mechanism. How do you load that? Oh, it's just sort of there. No, anyways.
This is a military compound, civilian. State your business.
Right. Just admiring the batteries. I need to borrow some equipment. Yes, I do.
Borrow equipment? That's a new one. Well, let's hear it then.
I'm looking. I would like to requisition a gas mask, Colonel.
What you're looking for, but they're in high demand, and we don't just hand them out to civilians. Equipment
Right.
clean as it is. with the hooligans continually kicking us up the arse?
Right. I had the pleasure of encountering some individuals at Guildhall who may have been a bit rowdy. They're unlikely to engage in any form of retribution in the foreseeable future.
If only that were true. The hooligans aren't united under a single banner. They're everywhere, like parasites. Kill one, and two more take their place.
Well, it sounds like you need a different approach.
The John Doe that aided St. Paul's? We heard all about that. Lieutenant Rambeau sends us reports. Follow me. I'll take you to the General.
Right. Speaking of... Oh. Okay, that's some serious protection. Speaking of protection and whatever, it's a bit too easy to get to the General if you catch my drift. I mean, look, I appreciate all the half-tracks, the tanks, the, what looks like a literal atomic bomb that you have here and so on and so forth, but you also have a Panzer IV. The proportions are a bit off, but I think it's a Panzer IV. Yeah, it is the thing. In sort of, despite all of this, there's still an issue of, oh. Let's read these first time. I'm sort of more curious about history than my criticism of their security. My point is basically just walk into the General's office and nobody really stopped me anywhere. The Caro Armato M13/40 was an Italian World War II tank designed to replace the M1139 in the Italian army at the start of World War II. Yep, and it was just as terrible as the previous tank. This is the Sonderkraftfahrzeug. Yes, I know how to pronounce that. The SDKFZ, in other words, the Sonderkraftfahrzeug 25I, or 25-1, I think it's... Is that 251? No, it's 251, right? It's 251. Or, rather, Hanomag. I do not know about that name. It's the first time I've ever read it. Hanomag. Alright. Half-Track was a World War II German armoured personnel carrier designed by the Hanomag company. The Sonderkraftfahrzeug. I am going to continuously pronounce it that every time I read it, because it's the best word. I mean, look, Sonderkraftfahrzeug. 251 was designed to transport the Panzergrenadier, German mechanized infantry, into battle. They were the most widely produced German half-tracks of the war, with at least 15,252 vehicles and variants produced by 7 manufacturers. Yes, but they weren't all like this. Some were much smaller, some were more along the lines of armored cars than a proper half-track, and so on and so forth. I mean, out of those 15,000. This is a Leffe, right? The 15cm Schwere Feldhaubitzen 18 or SFH-18, German Heavy Field Howitzer Model 18, was the basic German division-level heavy howitzer of 149mm during the Second World War. Its mobility and firing range and the effectiveness of its 44-kilogram shell, 44-kilogram shell, Christ, made it the most important weapon of all German infantry divisions. Indeed, and its impressive range as well. You know, it gave oomph to the German infantrymen, basically, right? You can call in a strike of this thing anywhere, and all of a sudden, nothing the enemy throws against you is insurmountable, in a manner of speaking, right? Now, what is this? A large, heavy-duty conventional main battle tank employed by the United States military. The main battle tank is a behemoth that employs a pair of track chassis using leaf spring suspension with a single turret mounted on the top. Its key advantage is firepower. Large caliber 144mm cannon. 144mm, wow, that's pretty big. Tank weighs over 60 tons, making it unusable in marshlands and other soft terrains. The armor of the tank, the heavy tank, usually uses riveted steel, which actually increases spalling in the cabin from hits.
You can count on that. Stop running around like a cock.
I'm not running around like a cock. I'm admiring history. We're in the Museum of War History. Well, no, not that you would have any idea about it. Is there a plaque for this? Yes, there is. The V2 German... This is a V2? And the German V2 has, in English, written Maintenance Access A on it. Also, parachute must inspect before flight. Was the V2 manufactured by English Germans? Retaliation Weapon 2 was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile. More than 1,300 V2s were fired at England, and as Allied forces advanced, hundreds more were targeted at Belgium and France, although there is no exact figure. Estimated suggestions that several thousand people were killed by the missile. Which is not this. You know, whatever the missile is, it's not this. Alright. This is the Panzer IV, right? Yeah. The Panzerkampfwagen 4, commonly known as the Panzer IV, was a German medium tank developed in the late 1930s and used extensively during the Second World War. Its ordnance inventory designation was Sonderkraftfahrzeug 161. Again, proportions are a bit off, but yeah, this is the Panzer IV. I think the most, along with the Panzer III, the most produced tank of the war, and no, it wasn't the Panther or the Tiger, which a lot of people assume it was. Okay, what about this? The TOG 2. Not the way I remember it, but okay. Is this some sort of weird variant of the TOG that I'm not aware of? The best tank ever, by the way. The single greatest tank of the war. As long as it is strong, right? The tank, heavy, TOG 2, was a prototype British design produced in the early parts of the Second World War in case the battlefields of northern France devolved into a morass of mud, trenches and craters, as had happened during the First World War. That did not happen in France, though. France got overrun in about, what, 40 days or so? And so the TOG, this beautiful monstrosity, never really saw action or production, but behold, greatest tank in the world, the TOG 2. The general's waiting for me. I am here on a job. I don't want to... Is there something else that's just here waiting for me to look at it? No? Okay. Hello.
What do I owe this visit, Colonel Major?
General, this is the individual who aided St. Paul's with the hooligans.
Who?
The man from Lieutenant Rambeau's report.
Oh, I haven't read it yet. If you're here to enlist, you'll have to wait. Basic training programs are backed up for months. You know how
Right.
poverty leads to an abundance of would-be soldiers.
They came here looking for a gas mask.
Then why are they walking into my office, Colonel, and not halfway out of the compound?
I thought perhaps they could earn one, sir. You know, mercenary work.
I like your thinking, Colonel. You always win with a mercenary. Either they do the job, or there's no one left to pay.
I like your thinking. That's true.
Gas mask with your name on it. Just as long as you... What do we need this so-and-so for anyway?
After the attack on Guildhall, the remnants of that group moved into the Bank of England. Others have joined them.
Bank of England. There's a Pindar station in there. My great-grandfather grew up in it.
That's very interesting, sir.
All right.
Right.
You have your orders. Deal with those hooligans in the Bank of England.
The general of the Tommies is a moron. Orders I don't work with you, this is a voluntary exchange. All on my own, can't you spare a few Tommies?
Spare the men, we wouldn't be hiring you. Perhaps Lieutenant Rambo can help. St. Paul's will be the first to fall if those hooligans rise.
Right. I'll be on my way then.
Colonel Major, once you're done. Dismissed?
Uh-huh. This was a colossal waste of time. Well, no. No, it wasn't. I got to see the Imperial War Museum. And I also got to read a few interesting things about history. So it wasn't a colossal and complete waste of time, it was just mostly a colossal waste of time, which is a bit better. Second Lieutenant Rogers. Oh, hello. Captain Edmund Campion.
These are dark times.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Given who's in our military, no wonder they're dark times. The darkest, I would add. There's something locked in there.
Britannia ruled the waves.
Have I ever went upstairs? I don't think so. Hello, Corporal Nux.
Reggie Nux, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Corporal?
Story. I'm afraid I don't follow.
What's your reason to
I
live?
never thought about anything like that. I guess my family, my friends. Was that what you wanted to hear?
I guess.
Okay then, moving on.
Right, what's your story?
Story. I'm afraid.
No, what I mean is, have you ever been in any battles?
But mostly against hooligans. Wouldn't call it a battle or a fair fight. More a sort of skirmish.
Right.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you have any work for me, maybe?
As a matter of fact, yes I do. We've just gotten report of hooligans congregating near the War Museum. Masses of them. You seem like you can handle yourself. How about it? Putting in the service for your nation?
Well, the nation, not really. What's the payment?
Serving your country isn't enough?
No, I'm afraid it's not.
Throw in 100 or so tickets in there. And of course, you'd be winning the Tommy's gratitude, which goes for a lot.
Uh-huh. Enough to give me a gas mask? No, probably not, right? How many hooligans?
I don't have an exact number, but you can expect enough of a fight. I'd be well armed if I were you.
Right. Okay, I guess let's do it.
Fantastic. Now,
I get the feeling I'm going to be
3 locations.
fighting those hooligans anyway, so figure I might as well, right?
Museum that needs to be cleared out, as well as an occupied apartment complex and a church courtyard that was taken over. Once you've cleared out these 3
Right.
locations, report back to me for your reward. That is all.
Okay,
The gap and all that.
fine. We can do that. Hello. Is there anything upstairs? There's an armor workbench and an ammunition crafting workbench. And the armory.
Fine, I'm selling.
You are lovely. Okay, yes. Let's see what you got. Thank you very much. Excellent. That's what I've been looking forward to. Hopefully someone to trade with here. Oh boy, you have a number of things. Okay, Zap Blaster, Tire Iron, Tactical Crude Rifle, Automatic Rifle, we know all about that. TNT. Bit old-fashioned. Rifle, submachine gun, zap weaponry, musket pistol, combat shotgun, rifle, crude rifle, double-barrel shotguns, musket rifle, laser musket rifle. Oh, does the laser musket rifle do like a lot more damage than a regular musket rifle? I did not know that. Alright, anyways, Kukuri. Not that great. 9mm pistols. Lugers, in other words. Explosive launcher. Combat rifle. Cedar Rounder's bat. Cavalry musket rifle. Now, I know how these work, and I really wanted to own one. Unfortunately, it's a nightmare to get a hold of. But I really like how these work. Actually, no, not this one. It was a slightly more modern version. Yeah, it wasn't this one, because that one I think has the same loading mechanism as a regular musket. Yeah, never mind. Right, so that's all you have. A stimpak, a pair, and then a whole bunch of ammunition that I don't realistically need right now. Okay, sorry, no, not much in there that I want. Oh? I'm assuming these are just museum pieces. That's a stealth boy, isn't it? Just museum pieces, though they don't actually work, unfortunately. The final stand at St. Michael's Cathedral. I want to hear about that.
Listen up, comrades. This is our last stand at St. Michael's Cathedral. Just like that time we defended the pub's last cake during a raucous drinking contest. We're all doomed, I tell ya! Just like that day we ran out of tea during rationing!
Hold your ground, soldiers. And remember, if all else fails, just shove stiff upper lip and charge.
Matilda?
We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
Or is that it? I expect some sort of grandiose tale from the thing, but I guess not. What the hell is this all about? On July 16th, 1969, a team of the United States Air Force in a Virgo 2 lunar lander named Valiant 11 landed on the moon, the first human beings to do so. On November 14th of that year, a Virgo 3 lander named Valiant 12 landed on the moon and left the former national flag of the United States on its surface before their departure. Well, that's interesting. German officer hat, German officer uniform. RAF dress cap. Did I read that as RAF occasionally? Because I thought the RAF was like a brand or something, but no, it's the Royal Air Force. I may have read that as RAF at one point or another. It's just a minecart. Okay, what about this? The Flakpanzerwehr Kugelblitz was a German self-propelled anti-aircraft gun developed during World War II. By the end of the war, only a pilot production of 5 units had been completed. Unlike earlier self-propelled anti-aircraft guns, it had a fully enclosed rotating turret. Right. Okay. What is this? Just another no, it's just a wagon. Again, just a wagon. Don't really see much of them. Don't really see a point in displaying these over, let's say, another tank or some weapons or something. That's way more interesting than that. But anyways, what the hell is this? The Wild West was a brief yet impactful chapter in American history. well, we should leave the American museums to display Wild West stuff for now. Let's go over here. In 2053, terrorists would obtain a nuclear weapon and manage to detonate it in the Israeli city of Tel Aviv. What? As a direct result of the destruction of Tel Aviv, a limited nuclear exchange would occur in the Middle East 1 month later. Is this the terrorists? In full combat armor and laser rifles. Right. Is this the concentration camps? Yeah. The Holocaust, also known as the Shoah, was the genocide of European Jews during World War II. Between 1941 and 1945, Nazi Germany and its collaborators systematically murdered some 6 million Jews across German-occupied Europe, around 2/3 of Europe's Jewish population. Except not quite the full story. It wasn't just the Jews, but never mind, it was also Slavs and Roma people and some political dissidents and yet many others as well.
Well, well, well. If it ain't the Wayfarer, your rep precedes you. Word travels swiftly, you know. I ain't for idle chatter, I'm here for work. And word is, you're the one to ask. So...
well, word travels fast indeed. Okay. What can you do?
It's up to your vendor. I do it like I says on the tin.
Right. That was a bit forward.
So?
No, just not really used to it. Where are you from?
I left when things got spicy. You should visit it one day. You'll hate it.
Yeah, I'll go see it. I just want to trade. Let's see what you got. This is where you show me what you have. No? A dispatch rider is a military messenger mounted on horses, motorcycles, or in this case, scooter. In the UK's dispatch rider is also a term used for a motorcycle courier. Dispatch riders were used by armed forces to deliver urgent orders and messages between headquarters and military units. That's lovely.
You gonna let me hold my arse to your settlement yet? Or you're gonna let me down one more time?
I don't have a settlement, sorry.
You'd have to be insane to take on the dummies.
Greetings, listeners. Welcome to the Imperial War Museum. Today, we embark on a historical journey as you lift your eyes to the ceiling and behold a captivating mural that chronicles pivotal moments in English history, painted by the artist Charo Alejandro. This artistic masterpiece.
Right.
Immerse yourself in the dramatic reimagining of renowned English battles. Each stroke of paint weaving a narrative of courage, strategy, and the indomitable human spirit.
That's that's pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Submarine uniform, doctor's bag.
Stand witness to the intensity of the Battle of Edge Hill, a pivotal clash during the English Civil War.
Yeah.
Sense the thunderous echoes of Waterloo, when Napoleon met his fate, and relive the harrowing defense of Rorke's Drift, where outnumbered troops triumphed.
Isn't it Rook's Drift? Not Rorke's Drift, or is it two different?
Trenches of the Somme, capturing the sacrifice.
Is it two different battles? I know of Rook's Drift, I don't know of Rorke's Drift. Okay, what is this? The Hitler Jugend. Oh god, we have that as well, huh? Hitler Youth was the youth organization of the Nazi Party in Germany. It comprised different sections for boys and girls. The boys' branch was simply called the Hitler Youth, and its origins date back to 1922. It officially received the name Hitlerjugend in July 1926. The girls' branch was known as the League of German Girls. God, that's terrible. Alright, you know what? That's all the history I can take for today. Let's get out of here and somewhere more... well, somewhere less government, right?